There were two things that I left at the end in terms of the 2 out of the 3 biggest killers in this country, okay, which also have inflammation as part of the game, and that is heart disease and stroke. Heart disease is the #1 killer in this country, stroke is number 3, right? There is a gentleman, a doctor, he's a GP, who got Dr. Browsie Bell and Amy Doneen, who's now a doctorate of nursing practitioner, so she's a doctor as well. They wrote this book in terms of Beat the Heart Attack Gene. It's a healthy read, okay? I will just tell you, please do not read the audiobook. It's impossible to keep up with it. Just keep up with the stories. If you want to try and understand the test, that's great. But what they ended up doing is they came up with a protocol to say, if heart attacks and strokes are the top 2 of the 3 killers in this country, why are we not trying to prevent it? And so they started to look at this and said, well, if this is all inflammation-based, then we have to start looking at tests that look at inflammation. So I just look at these tests in terms of a home inspector. They don't just look at from the curb and say, looks like a great home, I can leave now. They walk around the property, they look at the foundation, they look at the roof, they look inside and outside at the walls and see where the issues are. That's what these tests do as well, okay? So, what Dr. Bale has always found is the people that just do not get under control. And let me step back. Dr. Bale, just to understand how his practice works now, he sees 1 patient a day. He charges $3,500 and he has a 1-year waiting list. That's all he does, 1 patient a day, and just talks to them for 7 hours in terms of what they're doing. And he's got a 1-year waiting list. So people have been coming up and wanting to stop preventing heart attacks, or they're in their 30s and they had a heart attack, they don't want it to happen again. And so he has created this protocol. He's taught thousands of other doctors, and dentists have now started to sit in. But he just published this article 2 months ago, back in December in the British Medical Journal. What this is saying is there's always been an association between gum disease and heart disease. What he is now telling us is that it's not just an association. Gum disease is actually a cause of heart attacks and strokes. He didn't say it in the paper, but people that know him say he believes if people stay consistent with their dental cleanings, up to 50% of heart attacks in this country could be avoided. Just to get a cleaning, up to 50% of heart attacks can be avoided, all right? But what he does say in there, and it's basically the key line, is that this is a medical problem with a dental solution. So if your physician is not asking you in terms of how often are you going to your dentist, my recommendation is to find another physician that's actually on this, okay? Because this is the way that healthcare should be going and will be going. It's going to take time, but when you can find those early adopters, that's fantastic. So I'm going to just leave you with my test results, okay? I went to a Bale Doneen trained physician. He's over on Wells Branch. It's Dr. Paul Bristol. He's been doing this for over 8 years. The actual tests, as I said, you don't have to worry about that, but we'll go through my results in just a second. When he called me up and told me what my test results, he didn't tell me over the phone, but he just goes, Howie, I've got to tell you these are the best results I've ever seen. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I've been doing this for 8 years. These are the best results I've ever seen. What are you doing? So I told him, I'm supplementing with plant-based stuff. I mean, there's no magic to it. It's just, it's made my life a lot easier. But when you look at target goal, okay, I don't know if you can read it all that well, but this one, you want it under 3.2, mine was 0.5, okay? This next one, it says, and this is all, these are related to specifically to the heart, and then the lower ones are inflammation. You want it under 125, mine was a 9. He's like, that's unheard of. They thought that the test was wrong, okay? You keep on going down, 4.6, under 0.4, under 3.8, this under 225, 150. Okay, so I'm not perfect, all right? The bottom one, the homocysteine, they wanted under 10, mine was a 12. So you know, do I cheat every once in a while? I do.
What is the,
Homocysteine, it is one of those inflammatory markers. I actually emailed this to Dr. Bale to say, do I have to worry about this? And he said, it's not a primary risk factor. It seems to be just an association with other risk factors when they're high. He's like, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. But as I said, to me, it's not in terms of what the actual tests are specifically. It's looking at it just like you're looking at yourself as a house. Okay. And so when you have doctors that have been doing this for years saying, what are you doing? Then I know in terms of what I'm doing in incorporating plants into my life, that is the right way, and that's what I'm trying to share with my patients. And so that's all I've got.